Alrighty, does this thing work? Is this working? Hey, if this is working, can you hear me good? Can you hear me now? Hello, everyone. I about forgot how to do this. I'm sorry. My webcam just stopped working randomly as I was setting this up, so I'm sorry. We are 15 minutes late. I apologize. I'm sorry. Something's always breaking. So anyway, I'm here. I'm here now. You're here. I hope nobody left and we're tired of waiting. I'm sorry. Anyway, hello. I forgot how to do this whole YouTube live streaming thing. Let's see. There is K-Dubs, Ungoliant, Count Ripula, David Mox, Doc Holiday. What's up, man? Karen with a Y. Hello. Yeah, it's been a while. Randy Sumatsu, what's up, man? Zara, hey. Hattori Hanzo, oh, the infamous ninja. Yes, one of my all-time favorite historical figures. Hattori Hanzo. Steel Rain, what's up? David Mox, the Dork Knight, what's up, man? I'm seeing names I hadn't seen in a long time. Let's see, T. Bowen, Count Ripula, there's Neff, Lord Kev, Matthew Stunden, Amber, Tina. Let's see. I think I'm sorry. I might be skipping people. There's Jake from State Farm. Hello. Yes, Satori. I know that name. I studied that a lot. Hey, Natalie. There she is. Natalie Sanchez is still awake. Equal Star. Let's see. I think Dark Angel, Dole fan. There you go. I forgot about Sunday Night Football, Dole fan. We played today in London, so I didn't even see our game. But I know we pretty much whipped their ass. Anyway, so yes, we're back on YouTube, at least for now. We'll give it a try. So I didn't know what to really label this stream, so feel free to ask anything. I don't want to sit here and rant about YouTube. I mean, feel free to ask me about it. I did a little video on Patreon just kind of explaining what was going on and showed some screenshots and all that kind of stuff about, like, you can literally see it breaking, and how money's down and everything, and I'm looking for a job, a part-time job now, and all this kind of stuff. So I don't want to sit there with all that shit and and groan all night. But I will answer any of those questions if you have them. So I didn't. This was what I labeled the last time I was going to live stream the other night or last week, the week before. So I just really didn't change anything. So we can talk about whatever you want. We're just hanging out. Ungoliant, yes, I have not seen The Joker, and I just saw another thing saying The Joker was great. I've heard The Joker is outstanding. James actually saw it, said it was great, and didn't want to spoil it for me. Definitely going to see it at some point. But yes, I just hate that it's not in the DCEU. I don't get it. I also want to do this live stream to test something. So let me check. So we started. Just speaking of the YouTube stuff for a second, we started with, let me go here to my little dashboard, started with 79,722. Okay, so that was, I hit stream at what, 10:30, 10:35, something like that, I think, before the camera broke. We are at 79,712, so that is 10 people, or 10 subscribers immediately gone as I start a stream, and that's what I'm talking about. That may be real 10 people, I don't know anymore. But anyway, I just wanted to test and see where we're at when we're done with this. So anyway, let's see here. Okay. Lord Kev, where have I been? It's Tway. Yes, I've been streaming on Twitch, of course, Lord Kev. But I'm doing this little side project, as y'all saw today. I posted on Patreon and on Twitter, I think it was, this new little website, blog style website and YouTube channel. Just kind of a side thing I've always wanted to kind of try to do, and it will be a good test too to start a brand new channel in this day and age and see what happens. So that is howtostartanything.com, how to start anything.com, and then there's a new channel as well that you can link from and check it out if you want to. It's going to be like how to start on Twitch, how to start on YouTube, how to start a channel, how to start a website, how to do all this, techie stuff. And it can be really anything, not just techie stuff, but that'll be like the core of it. And then more detailed stuff, because I've been doing this for 4 years now, and an IT geek before that. So I just always thought it'd be cool to do. So a little side thing, just to try out. Slope, thank you for the super chats. Been a while since I've seen that. I forgot where they are. Here they are. Okay. Thank you, Slope. Since we all have now seen your hair, why are you still wearing a hat? I don't know, man. I actually, here's the thing, Slope. I've been not wearing it on Twitch quite a bit, actually, but I cut my hair yesterday, and I was shaving my head, and I keep it a little bit long, and the damn thing, the little knob, like, twisted, it vibrated down. So I had to cut it too short. So it's just like a buzz cut. So it's just like buzz. I had to go with it, so it'll grow back. Anyway, so yes, that's the reason tonight. Okay, yeah, David, I can post a link. I think I can post a link. Sometimes I can't post on my own damn. If you go to this site, let's see, is that the right? Yes. This is the blog site, and you can link from the YouTube channel there. I can grab the YouTube channel too. Let's see. That's the channel, if you can see that, and I'll go to the website and grab it. I'm sorry, the YouTube channel, and grab it here. Yeah, I'm just gonna play around, and I write an article in 30 minutes or less, and then as I'm writing the article, it's basically already writing a YouTube script, so I can essentially kind of just do them at the same time. So that's the idea. And then the channel is here. There's not a custom name for it yet. Let's see if I can paste that. In here, will it let me? Yeah, so there's that new channel, and it's just my name. And then there'll be a corresponding blog post. So there's already 4 or 5 blog posts up. It's not completely done. I'm still working on it, but there's only 1 YouTube video so far. Anyway, Lydia. Hey, Lydia, how are you? Tina, your husband sneezed and removed half his mustache the morning of an interview. Oh, yeah, yes, you have to go. You have to go with it. But yeah, I don't care. I can just shave my head; it'll grow back, and nobody's seeing it anyway. Let's see. Kianush, the podcast is still going on. We just had the week before, my air conditioner went out when it was still hot here, so I had no air for 4 days. Everything's breaking at the same time. Everything. So that happened. So we were in here, and we would have to cut fans off because I had fans going and a little portable AC unit, and we had to keep. We couldn't record and keep the fans on. It was 90 degrees in here. So then last week, though, we had some scheduling issues with James, me and James. So he's got a lot going on too. So we'll get back to it Tuesday, and I think Val will join us for this podcast. So back to the regularly scheduled scheduled program. Let's see. Lydia Quinn, yes, The Boys. I'm loving The Boys. I'm going to continue the reaction videos to The Boys. I hate having to wait to watch. I want to sit there and watch the whole thing and binge it, but I want to record them, and because I don't know what's coming, and I know it's going to be crazy from what I hear. So yes, I'm digging The Boys. It's something just kind of, you can watch and you don't have to worry about, a bunch of lore and getting into it too deep, but it's fun. Thank you all who are saying sub to the channel. I really appreciate it. You may not be interested in stuff like that, but I'm just curious on what happens with a brand new channel. It won't be monetized till you get 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours and all the other bullshit. Mary Jade, thank you. Hey, Alex Kirk, you got to delete or remove all your live streams, and the YouTube algorithm hates them. Maybe move to dust on. Yeah, Alex. The last few we've done on here, I have marked private or just unlisted. There's been a couple I left, but that has absolutely killed the channel. That's helped. It's not the entire cause of it, but it's definitely helped. So I've been marking them private and then leaving them for Patreon. Because there's a few people who want to watch them the next day when they can't attend them live. So So yes, that's the idea. Um, Stacy, hey, Meyer 27. I know who you are. Yay, love Val, love you two, three together. Yeah, it'll be fun. I think we're gonna do. Well, I'll just let it. A few people may know, but I'll just let you see. It'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun one. Um, Homer Demand, what's up, Homer Demand? First time on here for ages. Yes, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So, um, but yeah, it's just I've wanted to stream several weeks, and I just didn't have a specific. And like tonight, I don't have a specific topic, and so you can't like label or title your stream and all that kind of stuff and not know exactly what you're talking. I mean, you can like we are tonight, but I just said the hell with it. I want to hang out with you guys and do it, and we'll just, like I said, mark it private because the algorithm hates it. Not that it's going to hurt me now anyway. I mean, I'm at the bottom of the bottom when it comes to the algorithm. Blackfest, do videos on what? I missed the first something. Yes, The Expanse. Yes, yes. People have told me a million times about The Expanse. It's just so I may at least react to it. I'm just trying to. I just got so much going on. I'm trying to. I got a lot of irons and different fires, so I'm just trying to pace myself. But I know I dig it. I'm sure I would. Everybody said so. But yeah, I may end up at least starting with the reactions, and then we'll see. Because we got The Witcher coming too, and I know, and as much as I like space drama, like Star Wars, whatever, I think The Witcher is going to be a pretty cool thing for fantasy. Um, yeah, and somebody mentioned, yes, I forgot. I'm sorry, I missed the name. Yeah, Jim a bear. I'm sorry. Thanks for the Game of Thrones video today. Yeah, that was kind of a last minute thing. It popped in my head. I just felt like I needed to, finalize my frustration and be done with it. So that was just like top of my head, top five list. There's a lot more little things, but I wanted to get that out there. Also, honestly, I thought about it after I thought about doing that video, because I did that in just like a couple hours. I was like, yeah, let's do a little test here and see how many people unsubscribe or, unsubscribe when I do another Game of Thrones video now that it's over. So I wanted to also kind of test that. So, oh well. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm looking at both chats here. I got it in my Streamlabs. I'm trying to not to miss anything. Thank you, Jordan, for subbing. Appreciate it. That's another thing. Let's see what that's what I want to keep testing too. We are down, I'm sure again, but I'm just curious. Yeah, so now we're down to 79,709, and we started at 722. So it just shows you that this either live streams, people either hate them, or the algorithm hates them, or it's unsubbing people. I don't know which. That's one of the things I was going to mention as far as the one YouTube thing is. Oh, that's all right, Eric. Mishima, go hang out with your mom. I need to go see my mom too. She just got into town today too. So happy birthday, Mom. But anyway, what was I saying? I forgot the YouTube thing. I can't remember. Homer Demand, yes, season 9 coming out. I'm working on it now. I'm writing the script. I'm writing the script for season 9 as we speak. Yeah, I'm sorry, Herb. I know. I was actually going to say that in the video. Go ahead and apologize for opening an old wound, but it's just that was kind of my final thing. I think. I don't know. I don't know, Ungalian. Mazuma, I have no idea. Nobody expects me to stream anymore, so they probably have no idea. I don't know, but nobody gets notifications, I don't think. Or a handful of people do. I saw a couple people already saying I didn't get the notification in the chat tonight. Neff, yeah, the Vikings final too. I wasn't sure if that had already been done, but I guess not. Then somebody said the other day, yeah, there's the last one, because I was thinking like, was season 6 happened yet? So I didn't do the Vikings reactions after the second episode because they keep manually tagging my shit. And so when I started doing the boys, I think I figured out a little trick to kind of get around that, because it's obviously fair use and somebody's manually going through and tagging shit. So yeah. So anyway, I think I can go back to that now, and I kind of know what to do. And I'm using those little. If you watch the boys' reaction, the last one, I use this little glitch effect every so often when there were a little, longer 20-second clips of the show, and that seemed to help. And then obviously keeping the logo in front of the screen too. Count Ripula got notified. That's good. I mean, I know some people are, a handful of people, but it's just been insane. This whole YouTube thing, it literally broke in one. There was, I can see, I showed, I was on the Patreon video. I showed the day it broke. It broke that day. Like, it was May the 22nd. This is the day that there was some weird switch flipped. I don't know what's happening. Jordan, YouTube has been cutting back channels that are not signed with the YouTube, within the YouTube company. They're pushing YouTube original and TV. I don't know what's the case with you, but it is for a lot of. Yeah, it's not just me. It's a lot of people. They're going definitely corporate. All you see in trending is late night shows and big corporations who can buy their own ads and all that kind of stuff, and then a handful of little niche genres, and that's it. That's all you see. Stacy, thoughts on the Blood Moon Long Night prequel? I'm still amped for it. I know a lot of people see that, and I can understand. They don't want to watch anything related to God if they hated the ending, because it's like, what's the point? We know how it ends. You don't want to see. But there's still a lot of good stories out there in that universe. It's the same with Star Wars. You could not like The Last Jedi or this whole entire ending, whatever happens with Episode 9, but there's still a lot of great stories in the universe in different time periods. So I'm down to see it. I'm ready to see what they do with it. Who knows? Now it looks like the I don't know, the Fire and Blood may have maybe coming too. That may be the more important one. Even though they have the pilot film, they're supposed to be editing that. They still haven't ordered the actual show, Blood Moon. So we'll see. Excuse me. Gigates is Gigatus. Is that Gigatus? I thought it said gigabits when I first glanced at it. I was notified tonight. However, YouTube hasn't been consistent across the board with their notifications. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on the whole notification thing. My thing is that I know, that's what I was saying earlier, is when Game of Thrones ended, and a lot of people were mad, obviously. So I attributed, losing 50 subs a day and 30 and 40 and all these different, all the way down to, because we were at almost 85,000. So now we're at 79,700. I attribute it to, people hated God and they don't want to have anything to do with it. And, Gigatest. Okay, thank you, Gigatest. So, and that was certainly part of it. I have no doubt that was part of it. I get it. I get it. They don't want to see it. There's no point anymore. It's a Game of Thrones channel. It's all dead. It's over. I get that. So some people probably left. But, yeah, after looking into more in depth, it's not just that. It's not just, definitely not just people leaving because Game of Thrones is over. There's something wrong with it. It's not just me. I'm not, some people it don't affect, but you probably heard this from enough YouTubers, so I don't want to sit there and bitch about it all night. Raina, hey, Raina Marie, hey, Lord gives sexy Raina in the house. Randy, thank you, Randy. Appreciate the super chat. Let me find the thing here again. I've been rewatching GOT. It was too great to end poorly. Truly great for so long. It was. And Randy, I have not rewatched season 8. I just can't. I don't know. I just can't do it. That's what I said in the video earlier. It's really odd because I think episode 2 of season 8 was probably the best episode ever in regards to characters. And it was outstanding. In the middle of that, it was like a diamond in the middle of all the whole entire cluster that was season 8. All right, I gotta adjust this. All right. Oh yeah, no doubt, Homer. I mean, it's still by far the best show in total ever. But I don't know. Can you count that now? You know, if you don't like the ending, I don't know. I don't know if you can count that or not. Uh, yeah, Karen with a Y. Yeah, I haven't. I've thought about it. Like, maybe let me just watch it again and not be try not to be as critical and just let it be what it is. I just can't. There's no point. Um, I saw what I needed to see, and that's about it. Yeah, maybe Stacy, maybe down the road when it's not still um, fresh. But I don't know. We'll see. Let me fix this. What is this damn camera, man? I don't know what's happening. Can I do this in the middle of that without it breaking? Maybe. Yeah. How about that? I don't know. Is that better? I don't know what that did. Um, the what's interesting is as far as the YouTube thing, I definitely still see subscribers. There's still a handful of subscribers every day that come in. It's just that I'm losing three times the amount. So if I gain 10, I lose 30. So YouTube is just insane. So Patreon and is dropping off a little bit too. So that's the big thing. That's why I'm able to still do this at least to a degree is Patreon. Let's see. I just saw. Um. Okay. That was a couple days ago. Never mind. Let's see. Jordan, you think the proper review is 1 through 6 and end of the cliffhanger? You mean you talking about Got as far as season 1 through 6? I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Yeah, Uncle Linda definitely exposed a little bit to the previous seasons, but they just wasn't. I mean, and there were definitely problems, and I mentioned a few of those in those reviews during those seasons, but um, it wasn't so overtly bad, so you could kind of justify a lot more, but there just comes a point when you can't. Jared. So Jared watched it a second time and says it's sillier the second time through. I believe it. I believe it. Hey, Patty. Wicksteed, how are you? Yeah, I think Jim. I think the books have taken a hit now. I don't think people. There's a lot of people I know that won't finish the books. So this has definitely hurt him for sure. So I don't know. Um, we'll see. I mean, I'm going to still obviously finish the books. At least wins a winner. We'll get that one. I don't think we'll ever get the last one. But anyway, Low. There's Low Horton. You are not late, Low. We were late. I was late. Y'all were not late because this damn camera just stopped working. So you're not late, Low. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm trying to get used to this whole YouTube thing again. Remember how to work things. Streaming on here. Let's see. Um, let's see. Tune. Is that Tune Millie? Tune Millie. Oh, I got you. Or Miley. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm. I guess it's Millie. Got just it's just a painful top for me. It was so horrible. It kind of ruined the entire series for me, and I don't think I'll ever get over. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, it kind of did and it kind of didn't, but yes, it's going to be the same in the books though. They'll just be the difference is we'll get a few more answers. You know what I mean? The characters' major things will still happen in the books like they did in the show. You can already see the clues. If you can, like, I remember like thinking back to some clues and quotes and stuff. I can see King Bran now coming, King Bran the Broken and all that. I can see that's coming, and I can see Danny, going down the dark side and all that stuff. So it's going to end the same, but you can't read all those thousands of words, all those 10 or 15 times that I've read books and not finish the damn thing. Slope, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Talking about finishing books or even starting them. Yeah, Slope. Every time, look, Slope, I'm telling you, man. I walk by, those books are sitting right in there on a shelf, right beside my Ice and Fire books and all that. And every time I walk by, I think about you and I see them. I just have so much going on. I can't. You know how long it's been since I just sat down and read. Man, I promise you, Slope, I'm going to read those. I thank you, man. I really do appreciate you sending me those books. I'm going to read those books. As a matter of fact, I may sooner rather than later, as I'm writing my book and these little short stories to go along with it, I could get some, get some inspiration. Gotlander, thank you for the super chat. So, what did Varys hear in the flames anyway? Your guess is as good as mine. I'd always said it was something to do with Danny, that kind of led him to seek her out at some point, but I don't think he even knows, honestly. I don't know. They just didn't answer anything. I did a video on that years ago when I was still getting views, and I'd said, he heard something like fire and blood or whatever, but it's like, why would you have Kinvara tease us and then not actually, let us know what the hell that actually was? So I don't know. It was, it didn't have to be anything related to Danny, obviously, but it's something that made him turn his life around and start understanding the value of information for damn sure. So it whatever it was, it led him to this destination. So you can call it the Lord of Light if you believe there's religions and all that stuff. Yeah, Stacy, they kind of forgot. Yes, Randy. I just said this, Randy. Thank you for the super chat, Randy. I just said this the other day to James. The Spider-Verse. I'm going to watch it. We were about to the other night, but we were all. My cousin was over here, and they voted it down. So yes, I'm going to watch Spider-Verse. I actually thought about you the other night too. So thank you, man. I promise you, Randy, I'm going to watch that, and I'm going to let you know when I do. Crow, will you be reacting to the new Witcher trailer that will drop this Halloween? Absolutely. I will break it down, too. I'm finished with the first two. Well, I'm at the very end. I'm at the very end of the first. I've finished the first short story book. I'm at the very end of the second book. I'm really digging most of the short stories. I don't like them all, but I've got some of the major things, in my head now as far as The Witcher and the lore. So I'm no expert by any means. Don't get me wrong. But yes, I will definitely be covering The Witcher and any trailers and news and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to that. I think the most because I really like the books. I like the games. And I think it could be very good. I think it's going to be very good. I hope they don't go crazy, go political and all that shit. So yes, absolutely, definitely covering The Witcher. That's the plan. Is that thing working? Okay. Let's see. Yep, Stacy. Reading the Witcher books, got them all, and I'm fixing to start the actual novels. But I'm pretty sure that the Witcher show will actually include. We'll probably start with the short stories because in the short stories you do meet Yennefer for the first time. You meet Ciri, and you also get kind of some backstory on why he's the Butcher of Blaviken and all this kind of stuff. So I think it'll start with the short story. So I will probably recognize, for anybody that's read them, probably recognize a few things, at least in the first few episodes or something, where they kind of establish the characters. Maybe the first season. I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to run. The problem with The Witcher is they're going to drop it all at one time, and I'm going to have to break it up week to week. So every Sunday we'll live stream about The Witcher, and then every week we'll have a review on whatever episode we're on. But everybody's going to have already seen it, so I'll still have to break them up. Excuse me. Na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Diane Harris, hey, got question. In the last scene Ghost was in, it looked like he was lost an ear. Did you see that too? Yes, he did lose an ear. He lost it in the battle. Remember, episode 3, and then got sent off to the wall with Tormund, and then yes, so he had lost an ear in episode 3. Because remember, he rushed off to battle too for some reason. So, excuse me. Neff, thank you, Neff, for the super chat. Appreciate it. If you had unlimited resources to do whatever you wanted, would you focus on writing books or YouTube, podcasts, or something totally different? Good question, man. I would definitely do. I would definitely at least finish this first book. The podcast will always be a thing. I love the podcast. I love the format. I really look forward to adding adding video when I move. That's what I'm waiting on. So, yeah, if I could focus on, for a couple months where I could just write every day, I would do that to get it done. You know what I mean? And build the world and all that stuff. Which, by the way, that's going to all be shared and already has been somewhat on Patreon. There is a tool I'm using called World Anvil. I've mentioned this before, so some of you guys may know, but I'm working with them. They gave me, they kind of bumped my subscription up where I could share this stuff on Patreon. So I'm building this world. It's going to be basically the world wiki, for this world I'm working in. So I would really focus on that. The podcast will always be a thing no matter what. If everything else dies and there's no more, it doesn't work to do shows or TV or movies, this will just be a podcast channel if that's the case, because I'll just change the name of it. The podcast is really cool. I really enjoy talking about all kinds of different stuff. I just don't want to continue to be tied. Like I said, I want to do shows I enjoy, but I'm not going to do popular shows just because I need to do popular shows, if that makes sense. So that's why I do look forward to The Witcher and stuff like that, and assuming it's good, I'll keep doing it. But the podcast, I really get to dig into science and history and mystery, so that's always a great thing. And we're going to add, I think that'll do a lot better. I mean, it's doing pretty good, actually. I think people enjoy it. It looks like it's doing pretty good on other platforms as well. But I think it'll do better on YouTube when there's video, and I just have to wait to move. Everything's hinging on this damn move that's been put off forever. So the city's apparently pretty close now, from what I understand. We'll see. But yeah, I have this whole idea of we're gonna have a studio. Think Joe Rogan style, cool table, our little stations, chairs, and then different camera angles. That's all gonna happen. Thank you, Sonia. Appreciate it. I'm glad people are enjoying the podcast. I really dig it. And hopefully that'll become a more often thing too, because those are quick. I mean, they're quick in the sense that I don't edit anything. They're completely raw. All I do is add in the little intro. That's it. So they're fun. Nicole Warden, thank you. Absolutely in love with the podcast. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate it. That's what James is a huge podcast dude. He has always listened to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a couple, not regularly, except for maybe Joe Rogan. Just depends on the guest. But he listened to thousands of them, I guess, and he really thinks that they sound really good. And so I'm digging it, man. Blackfest, the podcast is on the channel. It's just under its own playlist, the SmokeScreen podcast. So it's a separate playlist. And right now on YouTube, it's just audio. So there's like a little thing that moves when we talk. But you can also listen to it on Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and all those platforms. So yeah, anywhere you want to listen to it, you can listen to it. If you want to listen on YouTube, just look under the channel and go into playlist, and you'll see it there. The SmokeScreen podcast. It's all one separate playlist. Thank you, Neff. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to, it's just like I've said a million times. I've talked to Doc and Carol and some other people, and I don't want to bitch about it the whole time, but it's just horrible to watch And like I said, I can only speak for myself. I know other people are going through it. I know other creators that are, complaining about it. I've seen a billion videos. I've seen a billion articles. No problem, Black Pass. Yeah, just search the SmokeScreen podcast. It's on Spotify. But yeah, it's just when I started all this part time and left Microsoft to do this YouTube thing, and I do still enjoy the aspect of hanging out with you guys and doing videos and getting feedback and comments. That's the fun part. What's not fun is working on it for 4 years, working 80 hours a week in here at the expense of some of my health, and then watching it all burn. That's what sucks. So it is what it is. Got us a stroller. What's up? Yo, what up? Yeah, even via text, I don't sound cool doing that. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. All right. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's you do you. But what's up? Got us a stroller. Hello, Lady Laura Dane of Starfall. Hey, Purple Haze. Generally not a fan of podcasts. However, Chris, I enjoy your podcast. You have a great voice for them. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. We can just take it on down and do the radio voice all the time. That would be, I would get tired of that real quick. But thank you, Purple Haze. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun because, I'm into all kinds of shit. I don't just sit around and watch TV. I like... And I'll go down the YouTube rabbit hole myself, and I'll be on fucking quantum physics like all the time. Like I'm on quantum physics again. I don't know why. I just can't get. I'm trying to solve it. I'm trying to solve this double slit experiment and why there's wave particle duality. I don't believe it. So this is the kind of shit I do when I'm not talking about TV and movies. Let's see. No, Laura, Lady Laura, I do like Vikings. I think Vikings is going to even get better, and I've heard mixed things about it. But no, I stopped the Vikings for now. Like I said this just a few minutes ago. They kept manually tagging my Vikings videos 1 or 2 days after I had them published. So when I put up a video and it gets 900 views, or even in those cases, it got a couple thousand, and I make $3. I mean, I can't do it. It's just not smart. So, but I did with the last video on The Boys episode 2. I think I figured out a way to kind of help that out. So I can probably go back to it now and get that fixed, hopefully. But if they still manually tag it, they can look manually and still. So I'll do a test run on episode 3. What I just see? What's yes, T-Bow and quantum physics, absolutely. El Camino, Nicole, I haven't seen the show, so I wouldn't even know what the hell's going on. I'm sure it's great though, so I hear. Quantum Leap, yes, Quantum Leap. There's Saga. What's up, Dustin? You should have had the black hole in the background, and the numbers are on repeat, so the theory of that being someone's screen is all but confirmed. Oh, the Fortnite black hole. I can't believe that's still going after all this time. That's insane to me. Diane Harris, what did I do at Microsoft? I was on a few teams, but for the longest term, I was on the Link operations team before it became Skype for Business. So I was there when they bought Skype. They absorbed Skype into the company, and then Link became Skype for Business. I was the guy who fixed all the servers in the background for the cloud stuff, for federal, for corporate, federal, and I guess private, which would be big companies. So I was a server Link operations guy. Then I did a little bit of Office 365 and the precursor to that as well, called BPOS. That's what I did for 6 years before leaving to do this shit. And then one day I was watching YouTube, watching Michael Jordan videos, and I saw, I think it was an Emergency Awesome video talking about Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead or something. I was like, yeah, I'll watch all this shit. I can do that too. Shit. So what the hell was I thinking? Excuse me. Sydney, thank you, Sydney Taylor. Love your live streams, Chris. I hate that I missed a few live chats, but I'm glad I caught this one. Thank you. No, it's been a while. We hadn't done it in a while. It's just I don't. It's like I was saying before. I don't really want to just come on here without a topic, but I don't care. It can't get any worse right now, right? It can't get any worse as far as losing subscribers and all that good stuff. So the hell with it. Let's see. Steel Rain. What? It split. What did I miss something? I'm sorry. I lost you at split. Somebody lost you at split. Where is Sydney? When The Witcher comes out, will you and Because Geek do live streams to each episode? Well, yeah. I mean, I plan on doing live streams every Sunday, just like we did with Game of Thrones. I don't know if Val wants to join those. She's certainly welcome to. So yeah, that's the plan. The plan is to do it just like any other show where, there's a review and then a live stream. Again, the problem is they drop them all at one time, right? So we're going to still have to do a live stream on each episode, and we'll just do Sundays as usual. And maybe because they're already, depending on what time it comes out and all that stuff, maybe we can move them up a little bit earlier. I don't know. We'll see. And then, then a weekly review, like on a Wednesday or something. So yeah, I plan on it. Plan on doing that. And Val's welcome to join anytime. Lord Kev, check out Sean Carroll's podcast if you're into physics. Okay, cool. Sean Carroll. Let me write that down. I mean, I don't have time to sit here and do all, listen to a bunch, but I just get in those rabbit holes, man. I'm telling you. Excuse me. Let me check this really quick. What is this? Oh, I need to be closing half of this shit. I had to reboot everything to fix this camera. And let me hold on one second. What is that? No, that's supposed to be. Oh, okay. I see what it did. I see. I'm sorry, guys. Shit just broke. Shit broke before I got on. Just testing. Okay. All right. Oh, I see a Nightbot command. I don't know. Nightbot's not. Is Nightbot not in here? Was he in here earlier? I thought he was back. Maybe? No. Nope. Okay, no, I guess Nightbot has not connected. I did connect him. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think I joined the channel. It's been so long he left the damn channel. He's supposed to be spitting out commands and shit. Okay, all right, here we go. I think he's joined. I think he'll join here in a second. Sorry. I'm sorry for those of you trying to do commands. Shoma still fly fish. I've never done fly fishing, but trout fishing, yes. I mean, I have. I don't do it regularly, but I haven't been back this year. I just can't. I can't afford to go to Cherokee, but I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back to there in the casino. We talked about doing Protocon 2 up in Cherokee if we ever do a Protocon again. Just meeting up at Cherokee, and that way everybody can hang out at a casino and, and fishing or whatever you want to do in the gorgeous mountains. Let's see, Randy. Thank you, Randy, for the super chat again. All the channels I sub to that stream, this one is still the funnest, and the podcasts are great. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man. And maybe we can get James back over here to stream again. But he's only got a couple days off, and I get it, man. I forgot on Patreon. Sorry, Lord Kev. On Patreon, I had questions here. Let me refresh this page, actually. Lord Kev's asking, I'll be in attendance. I don't know. Okay, you're talking about the live stream earlier. Neff had asked what time the live stream started because I posted and forgot to put the damn time. So thank you, guys. Let me refresh that, see if there's any more. There we go. Sneaky McCheese. What's up, Sneaky? Random here. Any recommendation on good traveling mug with a handle? A good travel mug. Ooh, I don't know, man. Let's get the chat to answer that one. I have a couple mugs, but I don't really travel. So, Sneaky McCheese here needs some recommendations on good travel mugs. Sneaky, just go through that. If you order one from Amazon, just go to any video and click the little shop through Amazon link and get your travel mug. But no, I don't know. I don't know any good ones. Um, okay, yeah, we'll see if Nightbot joins, or I don't know. I just clicked join channel. Maybe he'll pop in now. I don't know. King of Scotland. Yeah, James is just he's Sunday is his other day off, and then Tuesday he's over here recording the podcast. So he's busy this weekend. So it's just a timing thing. What the hell did I just see? Somewhere. Damn it. What's up, Moni G? How are you? Moni. I'm sure you've heard that before. No, Nicole, I'd cut Nightbot off with all that other bullshit, so I don't know. There he is. See, there he is. Lord Kev's got a command going, so he won't time people out, because you can join the channel now and unlock those emojis, like you see Doc and Randy and those guys posting. So I cut that off where he don't time people out for emotes and stuff, because now YouTube's thing is being like Twitch, and you unlock those emotes if you join the channel. I don't think would it let me? Let me see. Damn it. Sometimes it will let me post in my own damn, like these emotes is what I was saying. And I need to add some more too. There you go. Doc's posting them there. So yeah, we can do that now, like Twitch, and Nightbot don't care. There you go. Thank you, Raina, Doc, for I was doing it at the same time. Yeah, Yeti. That's the one I'd heard of. Yes, Yeti. Chomas. So there you go, Sneaky. Yeti, apparently. That's the one I'd heard of before. Let's see. K-Dubs on Patreon. George says he will decided to put a twist in the Winds of Winter. Any guess on what that will be? Yeah, I think that's a Stannis thing. I don't think it's going to be like Endgame thing. Obviously, since there's another book to supposedly come, but I think that's going to be a Stannis thing, and I don't know exactly what it could be, but we'll see. The reason I say that is because when I first heard about the whole twist thing, that's been a couple years ago, there was something asked about Stannis which brought that answer out. So I think it's got something to do with Stannis. Hodor. What's up, House Sanchez? Yeah, man, it's cool. It's cool to be back. We'll keep doing this every Sunday and just market them private or unlisted or whatever for people who want to watch them. And I'll put the link on Patreon. It's just so bad for this algorithm, but nothing else is working anyway, so what the hell. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Sneaky. That's all I had heard of was Yeti, and then somebody said that, but yeah, Thermos. That's the actual brand, right? Tyrion. Tyrion's not a dwarf, isn't faking it the whole time. That's probably true. But we didn't find that out either. They didn't give us that clear answer either. I just think about that shit, and it's just like, because I did that little thing today. It was just 5 or 6 things, but I had like fucking 15 in my head. I wanted to talk about so much more. Let's see. Let me go back to refresh this on Patreon because it doesn't ever work. All right. Well, hello, Valet. Val is in the house, just chilling, just streaming like the old times. Speak of the devil. There's Val in the chat. Speak of the devil. They were asking about if you were joining me for Witcher live streams when the season happens. Well, we call it a season. It's going to be all at one time. But yes, so we're just talking about all kinds of shit. Whatever. So yes, you're. I was going to say that, Doc. You just said what I was going to say. You're late. Uh, oh, look at oh. She said, "Oh hell yeah, oh hell yeah." We got her saying "hell" like a true Southerner. Yeah, I told him Val. The idea was to they'll drop the whole season at one time. I think what is there 8 episodes? It's going to be 8 or 10. I think it's 8. Um, so anyway, they'll drop all that, but I'll still split it up and do like a review and then like a Sunday live stream. And I said that you're welcome to join anytime. So yes, I know, Karen. I'm sorry, but tonight I had an actual excuse. I did. I did. It was brokered. Val's still practicing her Southern accent. We're gonna rub off on her and get her speaking Southern. We're gonna, hey y'all, we're gonna get Val talk. Yes. All right. Let's see. Where? Damn it. King of Scotland. There should have been 3 more seasons of Game of Thrones, and if the actors didn't want to stay, which most did, you should have recast, and D&D should have passed the torch. No, I mean I agree. I mean I think that's everybody's conclusion. I think that hated it at least is it was rushed, and and even George R. R. Martin said it a million times. Yeah, too happened too fast. The whole shit with Danny especially. Yes, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Apparently, that's a thing that Val is celebrating. I guess today, being Sunday the 13th. I don't know. Let's see. TJ, how would you have rewritten season 8? TJ, yeah, I would have made sure. First of all, I wouldn't have. I would have had Danny's descent be a little more foreshadowed, because she didn't do anything wrong before season 8. She just didn't. I would at least had in there something like letting you know that a lot more time had passed or something before she goes crazy. I would have answered at least some of the nagging questions, like who the Night King is, as opposed to just being a big bad, just to be a big bad. Who he is, who he was, if he was somebody important, that John was, blood related to him in some way, whether it's Proto Stark or whatever, because that connects John to Ice and Fire. I would have had some answers at least on the prophecy, even though they're not going to be literal prophecies like I'd always said. At least answer that, what Varys heard in the flames. I mean, all those kind of little things that they teased and nagged at, and then we didn't get any answers. So overall, I would have I would at least answered the questions. Even if it happened the same way as far as the Night King dying at Winterfell with just being stabbed. All that kind of stuff. At least answer the questions. But I wouldn't have had the Night King being vulnerable to Valyrian steel. It didn't make any sense to me. It needed to be something different. Somebody needed to die to take him out, other than just Theon, running up to him like an idiot. So yeah, I mean, a lot of little things. I'm not saying I'm a writer, and believe me, I get that. When people complain about a show and then don't offer solutions, I totally get the point. But it doesn't mean it's not valid criticism, Well, yeah, she did. I mean, a couple of things, K-Dubs, like crucifying the masters, but that was like an eye for an eye thing. I mean, I get that. She didn't just go randomly killing people. And then when people betrayed her, like, she shut them in, like, she locked him in a safe, shit like that. But that was after she had been, betrayed. So I don't know. That's what they're using, though. They're using those little things to say that she did all these horrible things, and really, just a couple times she lost her temper and just yelled at people. You know what I mean? She yelled at a couple people. She did. But and anyway, that's the thing. That was going to happen anyway. I mean, that's going to happen in the books. It's just going to be a longer process. So I just don't like the. I just hate the that part of the story, personally. Excuse me. You don't have to have her end up becoming queen or anything. Another big thing that when you're asking about rewriting it, I would have had John or LJ. It was just a plot device to split them apart, and maybe that's the main point of it. That's fine. But during the council meeting, they didn't even bring it up. Everybody knew at that point. They didn't even bring up that John's Aegon Targaryen. At least have him have a say, and him going beyond the wall. That's fine too. But let him choose that, not some fake thing where they have to send him to the Night's Watch and then he leaves from there anyway. Because nobody really cares. There's not a Night's Watch. There's no need for one. So little things like that, have him come out there and have a say and say, you know what, y'all take it. I don't care about it. I did what I had to do. I'm going beyond the wall and living free and no rules and no lords and no kings and all that shit. So that's fine, but let him fucking choose. You know what I mean? Hashtag Val for co-host. Val's welcome to join anytime. Anytime. She's not going to get on here this late. It's 11:40. It's about her bedtime. But she can. I can pause it and and get her on a call if she's welcome. Let's see here. Is that? Oh, okay, the things are actually working. King of Scotland, thank you for the super chat. GOT is the only IP I get viscerally angry about, other than Disney Star Wars. It's something I can forgive, especially knowing HBO wanted to keep going. Yeah, they definitely did. And it was, I don't doubt that Dan and Dave wanted to do it right. I think, because I believe, like Jamie Lannister, and I call him Jamie Lannister because I can't say his name, but, those are the guys who were there. So I believe that they, wanted to do right by it, but they just couldn't. So, yeah, so I get that. I don't know. And they just act pissy about it. I don't know. I don't know them personally though. So, it just breaks my heart. And that's the whole Star Wars thing too, that as people call Disney Star Wars, because I grew up with it, and then they changed these characters that we all loved, and then they hated it too. They just have to be nice about it and try to pretend like it's all the fans' fault. So, that's something I can't though. We'll see what they try to do with episode 9, but you can't really undo what they did with 8. You can't undo how Luke acted and all the other stupid shit that went on. Randy Suimatsu, thank you for the super chat again. I'm okay with Dany's Mad Queen arc, but done poorly. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I agree. I understand that's where it was going. But yeah, it was just so quick, at least the way they, even if they would have at least popped something up on the screen during, like let's say between episodes, and then episode, I don't know, 4 comes on and it says 6 months later. At least do that so we'll know there's been something going on for a long time, and during those 6 months you find out she did some bad shit. Even if they don't show it, at least tell us that. I don't know. But yeah, I personally just don't like. Danny's my girl. I just don't like. I don't like the ending. I don't like her going crazy. I like her choosing not to be queen and actually breaking the wheel, without it being some damn council that elects a king who can then go again and reestablish the wheel. That's just dumb. Yes, Alex Kirk, we won. I did not get to watch the game today. It was in London at like 8:30 this morning or 9:30 or something, so I didn't get to see it, but we won. We're firmly one game behind the Saints, and as soon as they start losing, we should be all right. Oh, there we go. I was going to say Giga. Giga's got the Fleur de Loup. We got a Houdat up in here. Let's see. Oh, I just saw Faustine bedtime. Pff, okay, all right. Well, you want to jump on here? We'll go to another hour or so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can do it. Low Horton, low. Change is fine as long as it's logical. Absolutely, that's it. That's fine. It's just not logical. Brian Norton, all about the Niners. Brian, I don't know if I've said this before. I think before the Panthers came in '96, that was my team. I started watching when I was young. That was my, I was before I was really a fan. I was just a kid who liked football. I liked the Steelers and stuff like that. But when I got older, it was the 49ers. Jerry Rice, my favorite football player, and Joe Montana, and then Steve Young. So we didn't have a team here. A lot of people pulled for either Washington or Dallas or, not even a lot of Atlanta fans here. But so we were just all over the place. So I was a 49ers fan for years. And then 96 we got a team, and I just kind of slowly transitioned, started watching the first year. And I watched the first couple Panthers games. I was at the very first Panthers game in Mile High Stadium at Clemson. So it just I started just going towards the home team as Rice left and retired and all that stuff, and Steve Young. And anyway, so yeah, they're I think they're still undefeated, right? One of two teams, or is that the only team? I hear you, Brian. I hear you. Yeah, I had a buddy I went to high school with went to the Raiders, Mike Morton. I went to high school with him. I had a lot of NFL players at my school, and played against a lot of NBA players. So it's really crazy to think about that. Excuse me. Good night, because geek. Did she go to bed? I don't see her saying good night. Yeah. Let's see. All right, let me check. Let me refresh this Patreon here. I don't think a lot of people saw this, and I apologize. I should have scheduled this a lot earlier, but I want to be 100% sure before I did. I think we're good there. Yes. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. They've never been consistent either. They're just like the Panthers, man. I swear. I don't know what's going on with them, but I mean, I'm fine with it. So I get it though. I've been in the same place. What Doc Holiday? My slow transition. What? What do you what? What do you mean? Shit. King of Scotland. Ooh, super angry. It's day 3 of quitting smoking, so I really hate Dan and Dave. Ooh, I know that sucks, don't it? I know. Showman, I don't know. I don't know about Russell Wilson this year. I haven't watched other team because when I'm not doing fantasy football, I don't keep up with everybody else, so I have no idea how he's doing. No clue. I heard somebody else mention that the other day though. But it's going to be a quarterback for MVP more than likely. I mean, our team is the Christian McCaffreys. I mean, that's what people are calling them, the Carolina McCaffreys, because that's all they do is hand the ball to him. Fucker's getting 40 touches a game, which I mean that's fine as long as he can take it. Brian Norton also wanted to say, been a fan since you started and will always stick with you. Sucks about YouTube, but keep up the awesome content. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Gonna keep trying, man. It sucks to have to go backwards, but that's what's happening. It's just the way it is. There's nothing I can do about it but keep grinding and trying to figure it out. But it's almost like it's just hard. It's hard to do a video and see, because again, it's not all about numbers. But I mean, let's be honest. To keep going, you have to make money, and in order to make money, you have to get views. And when you see May the 22nd, they used to get 50,000 views, and now it cuts down to 900 or 1,000 or sometimes 2 or 3,000. it's not fun. It's not fun to put in that work and then, you know. So here we are. Taff. What's up, Taff? Have I seen the Shadiversity book version of the Winterfell design? No, Shadiversity. Does that say Shadiversity? Shadiversity. I'm sorry. I did see something the other day. I don't remember the name of it though. I didn't look at it, but it was something about the true size of Winterfell or something. Is that what you're talking about? If that's the case, I know what you're talking about, but I did not look at it. Let me actually look at that. Let me. Can I not? Okay, I'm trying to copy that. Was Nightbot still not saying anything? Let me look at this. Oh, okay, yeah, it was the true Winterfell according to the books. Yeah, so this is a video I'd have to pull up. Okay, I got you. Yeah, so that's what I did. I did see the thumbnail. So yeah, I'll check that out for sure. I saw the thumbnail but didn't watch it earlier. It looks like a 41-minute video. No wonder I didn't watch it. I thought it was like 4. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, definitely some differences from show Winterfell. Yeah, I never heard that name, Colton M. I've never heard the name of that channel, but that's what I saw earlier. Somebody mentioned it somewhere, and I saw it in my feed or something, but didn't watch it. So I got it right here. I will watch it here shortly. Let me check this. All right. Oh Lord, Mike Bleezy. Yeah, yeah. The best part was when Joker killed Wolverine. Jesus. I do got to see Joker though. I just so dumb to me that they make a movie that's going to be that good apparently, and don't use him as the main Joker. They keep this other guy from Suicide Squad in the DCEU. That's just. Doc. Val, have you subscribed to Chris's new channel yet? No. She don't subscribe to my shit, man. What do you mean? She's not even subscribed to SmokeScreen. I'm just kidding. Okay, Val loves Shadiversity too. I've never heard of this. Wow, where have I been? Alex Kirk, Q&A, should Cam stay sidelined? Yes, something's got to change. As long as we're winning with this guy. Riddick, you good, man? He is itching himself. I don't know what's going on with him since he got back from the vet. He's been itching. Yeah, as long as he's staying, as long as we're winning, and there's whatever's going on in his, because it's not just physical, it's something mental in his head since the Super Bowl. Since 2015, we had the Super Bowl blues. I called it, and there's something going on in his head that's different. He's not having fun anymore. So yes. And no, Musi, nope. I checked earlier, but something is driving him crazy, and I've changed his food years ago, so he has no more allergies. But something's driving him crazy right now. I had his ear. He had another ear infection. I took him, and he got the goo put in there and all that stuff, and now he's itching. Kerry Collins. Hey, Kerry Collins was here I saw him all the time around here. He stayed up here in Concord, this right close to me when he was in Carolina. Val, what's hey, do I listen to the podcast? What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you listen? Yeah, yes, you listen to a podcast. I'm not sure what are you asking? Are you talking to me? I don't know what's happening here. I've heard that, King of Scotland. I've heard. Yeah, no spoilers, please. I know you guys have seen it, but I've heard there's a jaw dropping twist or ending or whatever it may be. We'll see. We'll see if Cam will be out of Carolina. I don't know. I don't know if they can let him go. That's going to be the real test. Is when he, assuming his ankle injury is healed this year, and he comes back, and if they win that game or lose that game, it's going to be a big thing. So we'll see if they put him back in. What's up, Tim F? How are you? Riddick's over here digging a hole now. Musi, Germ comes out with Wins of Winter next year. He promised 2020. He's made promises before, but he did promise 2020. That book's been done forever. It's just rearranging it. That's all he's doing. So that's what I think. But yeah, he said 2020, but the last one, we'll never get the last one. I don't think we'll ever get Dream of Spring. Not anymore. He's got too many things going on. I hope so, because I do want to, finish it and see. I really want to look. I really want. The reason too is part of it is being facetious, but I want to see people shocked when R plus L equals J is actually what happens in the books, because obviously that's the truth, and there's people that still don't believe shit like that. So I want to see that conversation when the actual thing is. So hopefully that's confirmed in Winds of Winter. So that's guaranteed. I don't know, Muse. I don't know. No, he's not 80. No, I think he's like. I want to say like 68. I don't know. No, he's not that old. Jake from State Farm, you should watch The Joker and review it quick while it's at the prime for YouTube viewership. Well, the thing is, Jake, man, movies have never worked for me. I did Spider-Man the night of Spider-Man. That night, I came home from the theater and did a review. Now, it wasn't the greatest review because we kind of got on there. It was like first thoughts, and it did nothing. I talked about Spider-Man and MCU, and it did nothing when that was the hot topic of the day. Spider-Man leaving the MCU and coming back. I called bullshit, and then I did a video, I told you so, and it's still got 900 views or something. So it don't matter right now. If I did a Joker review right now in the middle of the Joker, I'm telling you right now, it don't make a difference. It's crazy. Oh, 71. Okay, so I was close. So yeah, it just don't make any sense. I'm telling you, Jake, they do hate me. It's like I'm blacklisted, man. I'm telling you. Not just me. I know a lot of people is going through it, but it don't make any sense. Spider-Man Far From Home, when it was in the theater, the opening weekend, and I do a review, and it gets 900 views. 79,000 something hundred. Well, at that time, 80 something thousand people just don't care. Now, it would never be a Game of Thrones size video. Sure, I get that, but I don't know. It don't make any sense. It's like there's no more channel authority. It doesn't matter if you're, a channel that's 4 years old and whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. Apparently, just to most. Yeah, Musi, I get that. Believe me, I still am thankful for everybody. Believe me, but I went through this, man. I went through grinding from nothing and then getting the first subscribers that wasn't my, mom or cousin, and went through that. And then, I got 10 views today. I went through all that, and then you build it up, and then it goes backwards, and it's just what breaks your heart. It's like I said, it's like watching your little fortress burn. Literally. It's insane. But all I can do is keep going. But it's just got to be realistic about it. Because it's just horrible timing. Because I'm supposed to be moving here. It's supposed to be starting the process anytime now. And it'll take a few more months. But, all this stuff. And that's going to get me into a good studio for the podcast and for streaming and better YouTube videos and the whole nine. And all this is happening at the same time. And everything's breaking. It's crazy. Like, this is the only light I have left. My other light broke the other day. The camera broke earlier. The AC went out the other day, and then it's just the other week. Riddick had an ear infection again, which is a $400 vet trip. I mean, Jesus, can anything else go wrong at the same time? King of Scotland, you have to pick side in the culture war, then make 3 videos every week covering movie news if you want views. Yeah, apparently that's the thing now. I don't know. I don't mean I agree with a lot of that stuff, but I don't want to sit there and just bitch about everything either all the time. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's what it is these days, though. All right. Let me. Oh, Cam is a future Packer. I don't know. I don't think that's a tough spot they're in. They're in a tough spot. We definitely have a controversy. I don't know if they'll let him go that easy, being the franchise. I don't know. I don't. Maybe after this year, we'll see. But I don't know. I just hate it all around. I like Cam. I just think there's something going on in his head that's changed. It was just a different person from what we saw in 2015 when he was the MVP. We know he can be that great. That's what sucks. Check Patreon. All right, Lord Kev, I'll check it right now because I'm going to take Riddick out really quick. I think he needs to roll for a second. And then we'll come back and go a little longer. Lord Kev on Patreon. Chris, can I get you to say OH? An O or an OH for our friend Nicole Warden, please, and thanks. Ain't nobody got nothing for my Buckeyes this year. Wait a minute, Lord Kev. Do I say OH or O? I don't know. I'm not a Buckeye fan. I mean, I know who they are, but I don't know you're saying. What am I saying? OH? Or O? Because I don't know. You got O-H. So I don't know. What? Ohio? Yeah. IOH. Okay, he's spelling out ion. IO. Okay, I mean you typed IOH. What do you? Would you please just type what you? Ohio. Okay, how about that? Go Buckeyes. Or I don't know what you. I don't know what the saying is. Sorry, Nicole. I'm sorry, Nicole Ward. I don't know your thing. So I'm just supposed to say OHIO. OHIO. You just want me to say OHIO? OHIO. High in the middle and round at both ends. Ohio! Is that what you want? I don't know. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, all right, I'm done. Whatever. I don't. Jesus. Oh, jeez, man. I'm sorry I fucked that up. All right, Dark Angel, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. What the hell? I have no idea what's happening. I'll tell you what's happening. I'm going to go to take the dog out, and I'm just going to go out with him. How about that? And then we'll be back in a few minutes. So, yeah, guys, give me a couple minutes, and I will be right back. All right, 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 all right. Sorry. Okay. Excuse me. You good? You good, buddy? Okay, he's good. Let me let me double check over here. All right. All right. Let me see. Where were we? Oh, now Nightbot's working. Ohio, yo. Is that what I'm supposed to be saying, Lord Kev? I'm not doing that again. Let's see. House Sanchez, Blackfire Rebellions. Sure, I'm down if that's what you're asking. I'm down. I just saw somebody. Yeah, 49ers 5-0. Did the Patriots have lost, or have they lost? Please tell me they've lost something. No, Brian N, you're never late to the smoke sesh. No, you're good, man. You're good. I was late. Y'all were just early. Mike Bleasy, the mistake by the lake. Oh God. Yeah, I saw your comment, Mike Bleasy. By the way, yeah, we'll be doing for sure. What was it you said on the channel? Well, now it's. Oh yeah, My Little Pony. Yes, definitely. I mean, we'll definitely talk about My Little Pony. Nicole Warden, I cannot say that. Because if you're talking about the same blue I'm talking about, no. no, no way. No way, Nicole. I'm sorry. That's like I physically can't say that. I can't. It's not in my DNA. Neff, did I hear about the Dementia Fight Club in Winston-Salem? No, what? Dementia Fight Club? What is that? Some kind of fucking, that's a movie. That sounds like a movie. The hell is a Dementia Fight Club? Oh, Lord. Uncle Lynn. Yeah, I know. No. What do you mean? My team's good every year in basketball. What you talking about? Every damn year. Oh, I forgot. Walking Dead came on tonight. Anybody still watching The Walking Dead? Last week was good. I mean, last season was good. Before that, it was kind of bad and got good again. And then last week was a pretty good opening, a little different. So I forgot about it being Sunday night for The Walking Dead. It's dead to me. It was definitely horrible for a while. I mean, but last season when Rick left, I thought it was going to be like just garbage, and it was actually damn good again. But yeah, I mean. That show going forever, probably. Natalie, you cannot go to sleep. No. If you can stay up on a Friday night and drink and drink and play games, you can hang out till 12:30, 12:45. You know what I'm saying? Asterix, what's up? What are we protesting? What are you protesting? You still watch what with protest? Game of Thrones? I don't know. Yeah, Brian, and that's the one thing I don't worry about it, but just one thing I've thought about is the prequels. I mean, there's so many people, that are saying now at least that the hell with the prequels. I don't care. I know how it ends, so why would I want to see how it begins and all this stuff? And I kind of get that. But I think when it gets a little bit closer, that there'll be some people changing their tunes a little bit anyway. I'm sure to some degree. because I mean, there'll be some hype around it when it gets closer and it becomes a real thing, and then some of the stuff gets out there, the whatever, you'll have people. I think more people jumping on board, but yeah, it's definitely not going to have the audience it would have for sure, no doubt. Toon Mill, no, I'm sorry, Toon Miley or Millie. I'm not sure if I ever got corrected on that. I have not seen the capture. I don't even know if I've heard of the capture. An English show, but it's good. Only 6 episodes. No, I have not. I don't think I've heard of that. God, I miss Bushman. Yeah, I was going to ask Mike why he changed his name to Bleezy. Mike, are you still streaming? By the way, there was a couple nights we jumped over and watched Mike stream. I don't know if it was Fortnite at the time or whatever. I can't remember on PS4, but I haven't seen a stream from Mike Bleezy. Yeah, we'll have more reasonable expectations, Brian, but we also have probably they've heard the backlash. They've heard the backlash, so they will be very careful. I'm assuming. I mean, we'll see, but I'm sure they'll do it right. But then again, you don't have to worry about source material either. I mean, you only have a couple paragraphs total about the long night or whatever. As far as Blood Moon, you have a little bit about Valyria, but there's nothing concrete except for a couple things they have to get right. So they got some wiggle room with the prequels or spin-offs, as you're supposed to call them, apparently. Um, what Lolo says goes, K Dubs. That's just the way it is. Let me check this again. Cal, what the hell are you doing? I swear that cat's on crack, man. I'm telling you. All right. I think. Let me refresh that again. Um, Matthew Martinez, can you say bruh, please? What's up, bruh? Is that what you're asking me? You're asking me to say bruh? Uh, no, I'm pretty sure I said cat hole, K Dubs. I didn't say cow hole, but we can start. Uh, what, Mike, please? Val left you for James. Raising Val Jr. alone. Oh my God. Cowhole. Yeah, that could be a thing, Lolo. That could be a thing, Lo Horton. Let's not cowhole. Oh shit. We got the names though. We always got the nicknames. Um, let's see. Oh, I see Nightbots all of a sudden decided to join us. Let's see here. The new Zelda? You mean the old Zelda? I wasn't buying a whole system for Zelda. I like Zelda, but I wasn't buying a whole system for just that game. You can get an emulator anyway. Nintendo, man, ever since I was a kid, Nintendo's been stupid with their marketing. I don't know what's wrong with Nintendo, man. I was thinking that Doc Holliday, the meat juice thing. I was thinking it. Um, yeah, Nicole, we're definitely always. I love documentaries. That's what I'm saying. At night when I'm done editing and whatever I'm doing, writing or whatever, editing videos, recording, all this shit. When I sit down and actually watch TV, that's what I watch. That's what I mean. I don't watch a lot of shows. Um, or pull up Netflix and binge something. I mean, obviously occasionally, but I love documentaries. It's not don't have to be true crime either. I enjoy true crime, but I like documentaries on things. I like learning about people and events and whatever and all that stuff. I just dig it. So we enjoy talking about it on the podcast, and that's what I like about the podcast. It's just an actual conversation. It's no different than if me and James or whoever's with us as a guest would be sitting in a room having a conversation or on the front porch or around a fire. That's exactly what it's intended to be. So, like I said, there's no editing. I just add the intro to it. So it's fun. It's fun, and it gets us in all kinds of subjects, and you get in all kinds of rabbit holes. And I like how I think for me the attraction to documentaries and everything we talk about on the podcast is how people think. It's just really fascinating to me how some people think, and then what people will do, what they're capable of. I don't know. It's just fascinating stuff to me. Some of it's horrible, like the true crime stuff, but it's just fascinating how people think about things. Um, Millie. So I said that right then. Toon Millie. Is that what? Am I not saying that right? Millie. The capture's about a crime captured on CCTV live, but the perp swears it never happened, so the investigator's trying to make sense of it. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I think I said Millie first, didn't I? Because I was thinking, for some reason, Stranger Things popped in my head. I was thinking about Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Vanilli, yes, my favorite singers too. Hey, I used to rock that album, Mike Blees, and I'm telling you right now, don't you know it's true? And then you find out years later it was so disappointing that broke my heart, man. When I learned it wasn't them. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And then there was documentaries about that later on. And then the one guy killed himself. That's crazy. But damn, yeah, that was that was horrible to find that out. Broke my heart. um, let me see this here. No, 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 not that. Not that. That. Blame it on the rain. Yeah, man, that's crazy. I remember seeing that little that might have been an MTV documentary 10 or 15 years ago. Who knows? What Nicole, Chris? What doc was that? What? Oh, what documentary? I don't even remember. It's probably some MTV. I'm sure it was some MTV. If you're talking about the same one, I'm talking about with Milli Vanilli. I wouldn't even know the name of it. I just remember them getting interviewed separately and stuff like that, and that was before the one guy died. So I don't know. All right, cool. Good. I'm right, Millie. I'm right. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, Nicole, I wouldn't even know what it was. I'm just thinking like it was on MTV back in the day when it still actually cared about music. Um, Now it's a political channel, I think. But yeah, I don't even know if it would be there'll be a name for it. It was like it wasn't like a long 2 hour Maybe it was it could have been maybe Behind the Music. Maybe it was a Behind the Music. I don't think so though. It could be. Alex, can you do a quick episode by episode overview of The Expanse? Well, I mean, I would have to. How many seasons are we into The Expanse now? I mean, this is, in the top three shows and probably number one now that people recommend to me. I would have to obviously watch them all. That's just the thing. It's just a time thing. Um, but I don't know how far behind we are or whatever. Yeah, it might have been Nicole Behind the Music. Look that up. I could actually look it up. I mean, it could have been. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see if there's a Behind the Music. I think there is actually. Yeah, I think there's one here. Yes, there's one. Yes, Milli Vanilli Behind the Music, season 1, episode 1. Well, okay, well there you go, 1997. So yeah, that, and then there's one called Milli Vanilli, the biggest hoax in music history. I don't know which one or both. Excuse me. 3 seasons of The Expanse. So I mean, I'd have to start over, and that's the thing. It's set to release in December, season 4. That's the thing. Would it be worth it? I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to see the show. I mean, obviously, it's a great show. Everybody says it is. I haven't heard one person ever say it's a horrible show. But I mean, to put it on YouTube now, I don't know. I mean, because then I'm catching up to everybody else. You know what I mean? You're welcome, Nicole. Catching up to everybody else and learning characters and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if it would. I don't know if it would matter. Let me go here. Neff, thank you, Neff, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Hitting the sack. Thanks for streaming, Chris, and thanks to everyone that came to hang out. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it, Neff. Have a good one. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. We'll go another little bit if everybody's still hanging out. We'll go say probably 1-ish, close to 1 something. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Tebow and MTV and VH1 played music videos at one time. That was what they did. Pepperidge Farm, remembers. And then they went to the what was it? What is it? World, the first reality TV show, and then they still played music at the time, but then that took off, and then it became all reality shows. And then they became political channels, and then I don't know. I don't even know if people still watch MTV. I don't know why they still call it MTV. Call it PTV. That's what the fuck it is. Yeah, they did have good songs. Yeah, whoever sang them was, is great. So yeah, they're still good music. Yeah, Real World. Thank you, The Real World. But yeah, so that's all garbage to me anyway. I watched a little bit of the first couple Real Worlds because that was still back in the day. But yeah, I mean, I don't get. I like reality TV shows. Some, don't get me wrong, but I don't get some of those like multiple seasons of the same drama. I don't get it, man. Big Brother, yeah, that's another one that I've never watched it. I've seen pieces of it, and then I guess I think a lot of people got hooked. I've heard from personal friends, and they're Big Brother After Dark, which is just people sitting around talking and screwing and stuff. I guess I don't know what it is. I just seen pieces of it. I'm assuming it's just drama. Oh, Mike Bleasy, you were the one that sang Milli Vanilli's shit. Man, you need to be making some money, dude. What if they found out who actually that was? I don't even remember now. That's been so long ago. I don't remember if they ever found out the actual people. Alrighty, let's see. I don't know how we got on Milli Vanilli and stuff, but oh well. Alex, I think the quick 10-minute episode reviews of The Expanse could be a way to make lots of videos fast and change the algorithm. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, that's the thing. There's nothing quick about video, though. That's the thing. Sorry, buddy. I hope it didn't hit you, did it? Oh, no, he's just itchy. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's nothing quick about it. It's watching. I'm assuming these are hour episodes, right? I believe they're hour. So then, you watch it, you have to take notes if you don't, especially if you're not familiar with it. Like I could do a Game of Thrones or whatever, just out of my head, but something new, then you're taking notes, so you can't really watch it, and then you got to record and edit and all that stuff. Now, if I just did it like commentary style, sure, maybe I could do that, and maybe I will. I can put out the commentary style videos where I'm just sitting here like this, and I have just like a gaming stream almost, and blow through it. But it's not, it's just a commentary video. There's not a lot of editing as far as screenshots and all that. But if that works, if people enjoy that, I'll do it. But yeah, I mean, I got to check it out. There's just been too many people saying. I've never seen a single person say, "Nah, don't watch The Expanse because it's not worth it" or something. Never heard it. So. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Alex, the YouTube algorithm is all about the big corporation in Hollywood. Yeah, I mean it's just insane. It's insane just to see, and I guess some people are not affected by it, and that's cool. But I don't know. It's just it just burns me up. It just pisses me off. It drives me insane to see all this crashing. And again, I know. I mean, this thing. I was in, mostly known for Game of Thrones, and I totally get that. So I'm interested to see this video, this Game of Thrones video, that I put out earlier, and it was a horrible time to publish it, but it don't matter for me anymore. So that's why I went ahead and published it. So it's already got 1,041 views, I believe that's correct, and it's been out for what 3 hours? Yeah, 3 hours. But this is what I mean. And then we started the stream at 79,722. We're down to 79,705. And with this new thing, they don't show the real subscriber count, so it'll flip down to minus 100. So. That's 20 people right there that left just because I'm live streaming. And I get it. I don't know if it's actual people that are just, I don't watch them anymore. That's fine. I just don't know what it is. But like let me see if I can pull this up. All right. I'll just show you guys this as an example. If you can see it. I don't know if you can see it good on this phone. This is the video that I just put out. What time is it? It's 12:30. What was that? 9:30? So 3 hours, because we're in the 4th hour. So it was 3 hours. Now, let me show you this, but for perspective, think about when you look at a chart, right? So you see like a spike, your first spike, because each one of these little lines represents an hour, and you'll see what I'm saying in a second. Usually over a week, it would slowly drop every hour, right? You slowly drop down and fade off into nothingness, but it would take a week. Here's what happens now, if you can see this. I don't know if I can get this glare off. Can you see? Let me turn it somehow. All right, there we go. That's the latest video. Can you see that? You see it spike, it cuts in half, it cuts in half, it cuts in half, and now it's gone. So that's what I mean. That is the latest video. That is only 3 hours old, and that is gone. It's done. It'll slowly, it'll sit there and grab, 10 or 20 or 30 an hour for, a day or so, and then it's done. So that's what's happened. So I can look back at the day when I saw this happening and look back at analytics and see the day that this broke. And instead of going down slowly where, it stays up there, maybe even spikes up a little bit and then starts slowly dropping off over time, in like a nice little, that's what's expected. Now it's a complete spike, and then it completely drops off. Like it literally cuts in half every hour. and it'll drop down to back the baseline or whatever, and that'll be it. So that's what I mean. That's what I see. So I hope that makes sense there with what I'm saying. Instead of just just talking about it and you're just taking my word for it. That's what I see every video. So when I sit there and do that video, and that was a couple hours, that wasn't a big deal right there. It's a couple hours of recording and editing and all that stuff. You throw it up there, and then it's gone in 4 or 5, maybe 9 or 10 hours at the most. And it's completely done, and you've made 32 cents or $1 or $6 or whatever. It just takes the wind out of you. It takes the wind out. It's like, what am I doing this for? Why am I can deliver pizza and just vlog, or something. Yeah, Alex, now they do. But before it wasn't 24 hours. It was a lot longer. At least for me. I mean, I can only speak on my own analytics, but from what I heard, yeah, Alex, Doomcock and Nerdrotic. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of their stuff, and I agree with most of what they say. For the most part, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to, just hey, look at me type of thing. I'm my own person, so I'd definitely do a stream or something with those guys. I don't know them personally or anything. I haven't ever heard from them. They probably don't know who I am. But yeah, I mean, it seems to be that's the trend right now. If you get on there and talk about the political aspects of things, it seems to be. I mean, I'm surprised they're monetized though, actually. But I don't know. Clickbait titles such as "Germ Dead." Yeah, see. Yeah, that won't work either. That'll make it even worse, Mike Bleasy. But yeah, it makes you want to though. Thank you, Alex, man. I appreciate it, man. I do. I really do. And I appreciate all you guys. And and like I said, the 900 or 1,000 views I do get on a video, but it's just, it's not sustainable anymore at that rate. So that's why I'm trying to mix it up and try different things. We'll see, The Witcher and something steady. But see that again, that's like the thing where there's not really a season for that, So we'll see how that goes, but something like The Witcher maybe will help turn it around a little bit, and we'll see. But it's got to be something new and fresh. That's why I'm still, I'm not gonna, like I do the reactions, and they're fun to do, and they're not hard to do. There's nothing hard, but they're old. It's just old shows. It's not a current thing, and it's not like I'm some great reactor or whatever. I don't know how to be a great reactor. I don't even know what that means. It's just honest. Millie, from a viewer perspective, I can tell you that YouTube is not sending out notifications for a lot of channels. I watched a photography channel by a married couple. I thought they got divorced. Oh, damn. Yeah, no, I know that's the fact. I know that's true for damn sure. I still have people telling me that they're unsubscribed. I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but I mean, it's just really odd. We had told you about that before with James on here. Every live stream, no matter, I mean, it was in the middle of season 7. As soon as I click live, I'd automatically lose 20 or 30 or 10 to 15, 20, 30 subscribers. Now, is that somebody seeing the live stream, seeing the video, a notification going, I don't really watch him anymore? Maybe. But every single time at exactly the same time, it used to be at midnight. It was really weird. Midnight, everything would drop off. So it was really odd. So I don't know. I can tell you that I know now, though, it's not all people that are mad at Game of Thrones. I know that's the case. And it's not all that. Some of that, sure. But not anymore. Not after looking into it. Nicole, SmokeScreen, that's really what I love about you. It's real. Well, thank you. I try to be, I mean, I'm just, you, what you see is what you get, Alex, did you hear Amazon may not drop their shows all at once? No, I have, maybe I did. I did hear, so like the, Lord of the Rings coming out. Yeah, I think they'll probably do a weekly thing. I don't think they'll do Lord of the Rings like at one time. I think they want to get a Game of Thrones style thing where it's like a weekly party. So I think they'll be smart and do that. What's up, DD Lee? How are you? Wrestling live stream Wednesdays. Hey, yeah, we talked about doing the Jello wrestling with Val, but that was more of a Con of Thrones thing. That was back in the day. Yeah, I wish though. I mean, I totally get it. Believe me, Amazon. I'm sorry, Netflix dropping everything at once, and it's like you sit there and binge the whole thing. And I get wanting to do that. And if you have a weekend to do that, that's cool. But it's not good for YouTubing. You know what I mean? Because when we do The Witcher, I'll do week 1, episode 1, and by the time we get to the following week or next Sunday for a live stream, we're talking about episode 2. People have already seen all 8, and then I'm sitting there, getting spoiled the whole time. So, but anyway, all right. Let's see. What is it? 12:40. Let me refresh Patreon. Make sure nobody posted. I think everybody's kind of trickling out and going to bed. It is 12:40. We didn't keep you guys used to staying up late for these live streams. I was actually going to start earlier until shit started breaking. We may move them up to like 10 or something, a little bit earlier. Let's see. All right, think we're good there. Yes, Lex. That's exactly what I mean, Lex. Lex J. Episodes, staggering the episodes, keeps the water cooler aspect going. That's what I think they're going to try to replicate with a Game of Thrones style thing. That's what I'm imagining, at least Amazon. Again, I'm assuming The Witcher drops at one time, but maybe they'll decide to change that because I think it is a big thing. You have the big premiere night, right? Every Sunday, 9:00. Everybody in the world's tuned in. They're having parties. They're having watch parties. Obviously at bars and stuff, people get together and watch these things, and then you talk about it all week long on YouTube, at work, at the water cooler, whatever. Whereas you drop these shows in one time, yeah, you're going to talk about it, but it's only going to last like a week for the whole damn season. So that's what sucks about the Netflix thing or the format. So I agree. They need to keep the hype, and I'm sure they would get more viewers that way. I don't know. Yep, DD, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I got to do it that way regardless, but if people are willing to wait throughout those weeks that have already binged it and want to talk about it or, watch reviews or get on live streams, they're going to have to realize I'm watching one at a time, That's the way I have to break it down. I mean, otherwise, what's the point? We'll have 1 week or maybe a couple videos or something where you do the whole season breakdown, and I like getting in details, you know what I mean? Colton, yeah, that's an option. Maybe you could binge the whole season of The Witcher, then make a video a day, release a video in episode 1 day, episode 2 the next, etc. Yeah, that it might help, but I have went the route of daily videos, and it does pile up a little bit because they kind of stack on each other. Like I was showing you guys the drop off earlier. If you can get that stacking on top of each other, that seems to help a little bit, but I don't know. I've also done it and seen no results, so I don't know in these days. I'm literally like a noob again these days with what to do with the algorithm. Lolo, the Great British Bake Off. They do. Is that a Netflix show that drops one episode a week? I hope they do. I mean, I think it makes more sense. I didn't know there was any Netflix show that dropped one a week. Yeah, that is true, DD Lee. That is true. Being on the internet and YouTube and all that stuff, you are definitely prone to spoilers, social media, whatever. Because if it's a big thing being talked about, like I got spoiled on the only major thing I ever got spoiled on with Game of Thrones. Because I tried to stay away as much as I did this shit. I actually got through it pretty good, and didn't read all the spoilers sent to me and all that stuff. And I didn't do spoilers and plot leaks and all that other shit. But I did get spoiled on the Assyrian thing, the ice dragon thing. Somebody sent me something. I was reading before I knew I was reading. A lot of people do, Mike Bleasy. We saw channels explode because they were doing spoilers and speculating on scripts and plot leaks and all that stuff, and that's cool. I mean, that's fine. I get it. Believe me, I want to know, but it was just more of a thing for me. Like I wanted to enjoy that week and do my thing and on YouTube or whatever, and then look forward to that Sunday. It was I like that experience. So. Okay, cool, Didi. So you're saying Netflix is trying out staggering releases. Okay, well, good. Maybe they'll do that. I don't know. I don't know if it's too late for that or not, but that'd be cool if they did that. I mean, I'm sure other people would rather go ahead and watch it all too. But for me, it's better to drop them one at a time. Excuse me. Alrighty. Hey guys, it's Chris and welcome to K97.5. Damn it, I'm losing my voice. I can't even do that anymore. Let me, alright, check that. Alright. Nightbot, go away. You're not working anyway. Alright. Maybe, Mike. Disappointment. Spoiler for the Game of Thrones spinoff. Disappointment. We'll see. I'm confused by Blood Moon in the casting. I really am confused by the casting, just based on what we know or think we know. And like the outfit that Naomi Watts was wearing in that. There was one picture. I did that video and talked about that picture. Because I have always done some filming new stuff, and I'll take a photo and watch. I'll look at a photo because I'm trying to at least still figure out what's going on in the photo. But the outfit looked very odd to me. It's like it looks. It don't like when I think, 8,000 years before the show. I'm thinking First Men. I'm thinking big bearded dudes and rough. And, almost like wildlings now, but when I saw her in that weird outfit, I won't mention it in case anybody, but it just didn't look like an outfit for that time period. It reminded me of something you would see in Essos, and I'm sure we will see some Essos, maybe. But, yeah, Taff, it just didn't, it's just not what I picture. We don't have a lot of info on the way it was back then from the books either, or the World of Ice and Fire, but it just struck me as odd. And, if you've read the synopsis, they call her a socialite. Like, what does that even mean for what I consider caveman days almost? Not quite caveman, you know what I mean? It just doesn't seem right. So, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see some SO stuff or what. I don't know. Maybe that's what we saw. That outfit didn't look like something. Because I'm thinking this is going to revolve around the Starks and, the hard, cold North and all this shit. And, no, that's not something you wear in the North, ever. Excuse me. Joe Justo, I'm sorry. Westworld Season 3. Man, I'll tell you what. I loved Westworld Season 1. Did videos on that. I started Westworld Season 2. Watched the whole thing. Did videos about half the season. Maybe not quite. They kept getting tagged, so I stopped the videos. I still watched it. But Westworld Season 3, I don't like the looks of it, man. I really don't. I didn't love Season 2. Season 2 was okay. It just got to the point where it was like they were trying to mindfuck you for the sake of mindfucking you without really making a lot of sense. And honestly, I don't know if I care about a futuristic city where the robots are running around. There's no different from Terminator to me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just didn't dig this trailer. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to check it out. I'm sure there'll be some great things about it. And I hope they go back to at least something they were missing from season 1 to season 2. Season 1 was like, it was a magical show, kind of, sort of. It had this little something about it that was missing in season 2. So I'll check it out. If I like it, I'll do videos for sure. Yeah, there's definitely right, the timeline. Yep, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're talking about, for, I'm assuming, Game of Thrones, but I think they've said they started with 10,000. Now I think George R. R. Martin said 5,000 years, and it's probably closer to 5,000 years because they don't really know the true history. But yeah, that's the good thing about it. You know, we think we know about a little bit of the history, but we only get a handful of paragraphs and references. So yeah, I'm telling you, T-Bone, it was just okay, and I didn't, like West season 1, I loved it. I freaking loved it, trying to figure it out, but they could only do, Who's an Android so many times. So season 2, I went through it and watched it and finished it, but it never really, I just didn't love it like I did season 1. So season 3, and then I saw the trailer, and I just thought, yeah, okay. So we'll see, though. We'll see. Laz, I have not mentioned it. Watchmen. Here's the thing. I don't know anything about Watchmen. I only know, and I'm a comic guy, an old comic guy, but I don't remember anything about the Watchmen except Dr. Manhattan, vaguely. I don't even know what the hell that's about. And I saw a couple little clips of the Watchmen, and I don't really get it. So I don't know. For me personally, no. But, I mean, I don't really know what it's about. I mean, I know some very basic stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I don't think I would personally enjoy what I know about it. Like, I saw one clip of the Watchmen where one of the guys with a sock on his face, and the shit's moving around while he's talking to Dr. Manhattan, and he kills him. And, like, he knows he has to kill him, and he talks to him before he kills him. It's like, why? Why do you have to kill him if you know? Why are you letting... I don't even know what... I mean, I could be completely... Exactly. Sockman. But, yeah, I just don't... to me, it doesn't look like my thing. But, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe people, it seems to be a thing. King of Scotland. Why didn't HBO do a Game of Thrones series based on the ancient golden empire of YT and the Bloodstone Emperor? Would have been like Mongol China on steroids with magic and dragons. Yeah, I mean, they still could. They're still supposed to be working on all these other ones, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how deep they can go with some of the backstory and lore. We'll see. I don't know. People, even casual fans, know about, the Doom of Valyria or the First Men, or, the first, wargs. How did warging start? Things like that. But they start getting into some of the ancient things over in Essos. I don't know if it has the same pull, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Mr. Sacco. Joe, that's the other thing. People, I have not seen any Breaking Bad. I know I need to watch it. I know I'm told every single day. I'm told by my cousin every single day, and people on YouTube and comments, but I have not seen Breaking Bad yet. And so I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about El Camino. I've seen 30 minutes of Breaking Bad, of the first one, I believe, or one of the early ones. So I don't know. Alex Kurt, will I do a review of CW's Batwoman? I will never watch anything on the CW. Hell no. That's no. I had to leave The Flash. I had to leave Supergirl. I had to leave Arrow. I can't watch any CW garbage. It's all trash. No. Hell no. So forget Batwoman. No, not going to happen. Hell no. Rorschach, Lord Kev, the ink blot test guy. Yeah, okay, I recognize that name actually. Now that you say that, but I don't know what the hell he does. I don't know why he's got a sock on his face. Yeah, CW. Look, I mean, I don't look. I'm fine with jokes and making fun of people and whatever, and putting in little jabs at pop culture and modern people, whatever. But when your show is literally just there for political messaging, no, I'm not watching. I don't give a shit. I'm not watching it. It's just garbage. It's trash. I like the Flash originally, and then because the Flash was okay, it didn't get too political. And then I stopped watching the Flash, and then I started watching Supergirl. So I watched 2 seasons of Supergirl, and it was okay. And then they started getting just overtly just dumb about things. It wasn't even about her anymore. It wasn't about Supergirl anymore. And then the Flash, they started getting too many speedsters, and I know they all exist in the universe. Don't get me wrong, but it was just overwhelming. Too many speedsters. Arrow, I never watched that much, but then, yeah, it's got ridiculous with the political shit, and it's like, just give me care. I don't care about your characters. I don't care about who they are or what race they are or any of that stuff. Just give me good characters. I don't need your political messaging. I watch TV to get away from real life and politics. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I just can't. I just walked away, and I stopped watching Flash mainly because it was the same old thing over and over. I stopped watching Supergirl. They were good at first, and they got just dumb. So no, nothing on CW. I will never watch that channel again. Just my opinion. If you like it, that's fine too. Yeah. Now, for me at least, as far as CW, like I said, the Flash was okay. The Flash was okay. I dug it I probably watched it for 4 seasons, I think. But it just got to be like you start getting into. For me, the reason I left the Flash was I hate multiple universes. I hate the idea we got to deal with Earth 13 and Earth 42 and Earth 1, and they did Flashpoint, all this other stuff. And it just started getting to where, all right, okay, it doesn't really matter what they do because they can always bring somebody back from a different Earth. You know what I mean? You still got Reverse Flash in some Earth. You still got all these other, speedster. Everybody became a speedster. So it wasn't really the Flash. It was more like Team Flash, or you know what I mean? I don't know. So for me, that was the problem with the Flash. But the other ones, it's more about the politics, and I'll just stay away from it. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not saying the DC movies are much better. DD for sure, for sure. DC, they need to get their shit together. I'm telling you. Giga, yeah, CW is for people who like to see everything coming before it gets there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about it. It's just like I said. I mean, I'm not trying to get political, but that's just the way that's what they're doing it for. They're not doing it for a good character-based show where you care about Kara Danvers. You know what I mean? It's more about I don't know, their political affiliation. what what Mike Bleasy? Yeah, Tune Millie. Yeah, it is. It was almost like the Flash was almost a reboot every year. It was almost because they just brought back the other people and they went to different Earth, and then so it just got to be really the same thing over and over. And how many speedsters can you have and still be interested? So I don't know. Now don't get me wrong. Flash is one of my favorite characters in DC, but so I look forward to Flashpoint the movie. But I don't know if they should do Flashpoint this early. Honestly, it's a little complicated for people that hadn't don't unless you're a comic nerd. So I would just like a regular kind of origin Flash movie, but they did that to Rush Justice League. They explained it in 5 minutes while they were driving down the road. Just my opinion. But I do like the new Flash in DC, the movies. I like him as Flash. He seems like Barry Allen to me. I don't like his suit, but we'll see. I do look forward to that Flash, but not anything on the CW. So I'm done with CW shit. All right. Yeah, I'll continue doing Marvel stuff, Joe. Marvel's my thing. I like some DC stuff and like some characters. But Marvel's always been my jam. So I'll definitely do that. I'm gonna have to do. I wasn't planning on getting the Disney Plus streaming service, but now I have to take a look at the Mandalorian. And some of these Marvel shows too. So I'll definitely be talking about some of that stuff. So now I'm going to have to get this other streaming service and definitely watch some of those. I look forward, excuse me, to the Mandalorian for sure. As far as the Star Wars universe, that looks really good. And that's Pedro Pascal, by the way. You know, that's the Red Viper of Dorne. So that looks really good. I'm just praying that it's not some political crap too, but I wouldn't hope not. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to check out some of that stuff and the Marvel stuff and some of the shows, and I'll definitely be talking about those. But it's the same. It's like anything I've ever done regarding Marvel or comic movies or any kind of movie stuff has never done well for me. There's just too many out there. But nothing is doing well for me, so I might as well talk about what the hell I enjoy. Yes, DD. The problem with the streaming service stuff is that now, it was all about getting rid of cable and cutting the cord, and now there's too many damn streaming services. Yep, but right, T1. I mean, I have to get that one, right? I mean, it's Marvel and Star Wars. I mean, what am I going to do, So I've got to. I hope it's good. Jimmy. Yes, it's going to be pretty much necessary. I agree. That, and they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing with their marketing, because you're not going to get a lot of references. Like when a movie comes out, they'll have a show the next week reference that movie. You know what I mean? If you're not watching that show, you go see a Marvel movie, you're not going to get that reference. So they know what the hell they're doing with the marketing for sure. So I mean, more power to them, I guess, but I'll have to get it now because that's my two big things. Yeah, King of Scotland. I like Man of Steel too. I thought the same thing. I like Man of Steel. I think they could have probably held off on doing the whole Zod thing too early. And just let him learn his powers for a movie and grow up and all that kind of stuff. But I like Man of Steel. And then it became, when Zack Snyder got a hold of, Batman v Superman, it was supposed to be essentially Superman 2, but what it was Batman 1 that featured Superman because he is a Batman freak. So, yeah, they completely screwed that up. So, Man of Steel I enjoyed. I wish we had another Superman movie that wasn't, that was about Superman. That would be fine. So I did enjoy Man of Steel. Zack Snyder's flipped it on us, and and don't get me wrong, I like the Ben Affleck Batman, but it was, it was just not good, I mean, some of it was okay, but yeah, Man of Steel, I agree. I thought it was great. But yeah, I'm just saying, have Superman. If you're going to reboot the franchise and you're going to build this DCEU from its core, slow down and let the man save a damn cat from a tree first before Zod comes into the fucking picture. That's all I'm saying. What's up, Mazuma? You're late, man. We're about to go. And Mazuma just gets here to the party, hungover. Yeah, I'm hoping King of Scotland. I'm hoping that Disney, especially Marvel, and because we'll see. Because the other Star Wars films were fine. I mean, like Solo was good. There's been obviously some good ones, but I hope that Marvel listens to this feedback from fans and all that stuff, and don't blame fans for not liking your movies. Look at yourself. Anyway, and so hopefully they'll not go too far down that route, and do good movies that are good character-based movies, and yeah, yeah, Doc Mazuma's really late. Joe, I said this earlier. It was the very first thing we talked about. Joker. I have not seen it yet, but I do want to see it. I'm just mad that it's not in the DCEU. I just think it's to have this other guy from Suicide Squad be the official Joker. To me, is just dumb. I I don't know what DC's thinking. It's like you have a. It's like they don't even have meetings over there. It's like they. It's just like compartmentalized, and everybody does their own thing. I don't know what happens at DC. It's really odd. Whereas Marvel, we just saw Phase 3 finish, obviously, with Endgame, and they had this 12-year plan that literally was planned out for 12 years in all these movies, and then referenced everything properly. It wasn't perfect, but they did it pretty damn good. You know what I mean? DC is just like a couple guys. I think we'll do a Batman movie, and let's put him up against Superman, and it don't even matter that what you ain't even got like to know Superman yet. I don't know. So I think that's what they do. Bayball? What the hell? What the hell's Bayball? What pumpkins, Raina Marie? What the hell did I miss? What did I miss about pumpkins? Oh, I see. I see. Mazuma. Pumpkin hunting weekend. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, DD. I'm just saying, as far as the origin stories, I just, they were just in a rush to catch up with Marvel. That's all. They wanted to do Justice League so fast before they were ready. So they needed, if they were going to reboot the universe and everything, they need to lay the foundation right. If they're going to do it, commit to it. That's all I'm saying. They did Man of Steel, which is great, and then we had already seen the other Batmans, and they kind of just went with that and said, you know what, we got to. And Wonder Woman was outstanding. It's one of the best movies ever, as far as a comic movie. Loved Wonder Woman. But then they were like, okay, Wonder Woman was great. People kind of know Superman, so all right, let's do Justice League. And before you had the Flash ready, and you had Aquaman ready, and all this stuff, and they just kind of threw it together. And then, of course, a lot of post and reshoots and editing and all that stuff that they made worse, I think, from my understanding. So, anyway, all right, let's grab one or two more. We'll get out of here. Let me double check Patreon. Let's see, it's 105. I need to let Riddick get his little snack. I won't say it out loud. Y'all know what he wants. I'm losing my voice already. And yeah, no, I enjoyed coming back to YouTube tonight. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. That was really cool. I mean, like I said, I didn't know exactly what we were doing or talking about. So I'm down to talk about anything. And yeah, I mean, what I'll do is I'll mark this as I'll just mark it unlisted, and I'll post it on Patreon for anybody who wants to watch it back tomorrow or didn't get to view, to watch it live. And again, the reason I'm doing that is not because I know a few people want to watch this later that may want to see this as a video, but yeah, YouTube hates it. They're supposed to love it, but they hate it, obviously. So anyway. Yeah, man, I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out. Okay. Yeah, this is what I heard, Millie, about the Joker. It's almost a completely separate thing, and that's what James actually told me. He's like, it doesn't even matter if it's DC. I think that's probably what they were doing. I just don't get the concept of doing a movie on that character when you're not going to have him in the MCU. But I don't know. I guess they have their reasons. Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Let's see, Laz. Yeah, no, I want to do more of the comedy videos. I do enjoy doing the comedy videos. They're fun to do. They take a little longer, a lot more work, but they're fun. But we were waiting on. I'm trying to get James over here during the day because I have to film those in the daylight where I have all this light shining on the wall to hang up a green screen because I don't have. But I have one light that's sitting here. That's why it's dark back there. My second to last light broke, and anyway, so I had to film those during the day, and he's always got to work when I'm free and all this stuff. So because James is supposed to play Bobby B, He's supposed to be Robert Baratheon. So what I can do probably is I don't have to go in order. I can kind of skip around and do other things. So I'm definitely going to get back to doing some comedy videos. They're not going to do good. I don't for what nothing's going to do good. So I might as well do what I enjoy. You know what I mean? So yes, definitely want to get back to those. Those are fun. And there's a Star Wars video up. It was just the first one. I just did basically a voiceover. I couldn't monetize it because it was all the actual scene, but I just voiced over Darth Vader. Excuse me. Yes, I guess Mike Bleasy has seen him. Alex, yeah, I think I'll do the Boys episode tomorrow, episode 3, or I may do another. I don't know. I could do either one. So yeah, I could actually pick out another scene of Game of Thrones or another movie or whatever. But I was just kind of going in order. I just kind of got used to going in order. And the next thing for Game of Thrones in episode 1 is Robert shows up to Winterfell. And I want to get James in here to be Robert. So that'll be fun. But I could skip that and do another scene or whatever without Robert or whatever. And I don't know. We'll see. I'll look into it. So yeah, either the Boys episode 3 or maybe a skit Game of Thrones, or I don't know. Yeah, maybe Alex. Maybe I'll just go ahead and watch them both and record them both. At least have them. That would be cool. Maybe I'll try The Expanse episode 1. Hey, look, Alex. I'm all down for the fandom menace. I get it, man. I mean, I'm not going to sit there every day and just yell at people, but I don't know how you join. I mean, I'm not going to fill out an application. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, I've seen a little bit of Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers, and I agree with most of what they're saying. I think they get a lot of hate, but I understand their opinion. I agree with most of it. But yeah, I mean, I'm just not gonna. I don't know. Do you go online to fandommenace.com and fill out an application? I'm not sure how that works. How do you join the Fandom Menace? But no, I don't know if they know who I am. But yeah, I would have a chat with them. That'd be cool. I wouldn't care. He don't have a lunch break. He works. That's the thing. It's the weird hours, Colton. That's what the problem is. The weird hours. So. But yeah, anyway, Alex, I would definitely be cool. I'd jump on a live stream or a podcast or something with those guys. I just don't know them. I'm not going to reach out and ask them. If somebody wants to say something and say, hey, whatever, I'm cool with that. They can contact me or email me or whatever. That's cool. But I'd be down to talk about. I just don't watch the shows they do in the sense of like Doctor Who and stuff. I've already heard enough about Doctor Who. I've never enjoyed it. I saw some old ones when I was a kid, but I've never been, I'm not going to watch a show. Let's say, for example, Batwoman. I think it's already going to be bad. I've heard it's bad. The audience score is horrible. I'm not going to watch it just to hate on it, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I can already tell you it's bad. But no, I mean, like I said, I'd have a conversation about any of that stuff though. But alrighty, good night, Lord Kev. Thank you guys, appreciate it. I'm gonna get out of here as well. Let me triple check this really quick. But yeah, we'll keep doing this. We'll see what happens with the next couple weeks. We'll start doing these on Sundays. We'll definitely pick back up on The Witcher, and we'll see how they do them. But if they do drop it all at once, which I'm assuming they are, we'll still do like a weekly thing and a live stream or whatever. And Val can join on that stuff as well. If we do it that way. But yeah, so I had fun. I enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you guys for the super chats. Let's see. Let me see really quick. I'm just curious before I actually click stop. What did we... not that. I'm trying to go back. Nope, not that. We went from... Okay, so we lost basically 20 subscribers for live streaming tonight. So I'm just was curious to see. Kind of a test too, but no. Anyway, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, and we had our core group here, and I love you guys. And thanks for understanding or listening to me, bitch a little bit and moan about YouTube some. I just want to make sure. That's why I did that video on Patreon. that I wanted people to see clearly what I was talking about with screenshots and all that stuff. So trying to keep my head up, but anyway, thank you for letting me rant a little bit. But anyway, thank you guys. Good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you this week with some other videos, whatever. If you want to check out the new channel, feel free to do that. I'd appreciate it. And either way, we'll see you this week with something. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.